Okay, guys, I think the audio should be good, right?
Bring the mic closer.
Yeah. Alright, I got you. Welcome back, boys and girls. I got it right this time to the Squadcast podcast.
Episode 2.
You're joined with the same crew. I'm Chase.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Danye.
And Chance.
And we have our first special guest today, known by Gabe.
Uh-huh.
He has a speech impediment.
I do. I have a speech impediment.
I thought your name was Jordan.
You know, that's a common mistake.
Common mistake.
Sometimes I call him like Tom or something.
Okay, I don't know.
Bo Burnham, is that you?
I feel like you're just pulling shit out of your ass now.
Pretty much.
Alright.
This is what a podcast consists of.
Bullshit.
Alright, so we did actually come up with some topics this time. We're going to talk about some neighborhood and middle school stories.
Talk about chicken nuggets.
So what's... Gabe, we're trying to start with you. What's the craziest thing that's happened to you, like, in your neighborhood? Not to you, just in your neighborhood in general.
In my neighborhood.
Yeah. So, like,
actually,
criminal activity, fucking anything.
So, whenever I was young, I actually had these 2 cats that I loved for, like, so much. And one morning I woke up and they were dead. They were dead.
Oh my god.
They were dead in the middle of the street. And, you know, I was sad. And everyone just started saying that.
Talk a little louder.
Speak a little bit louder.
Everyone was just saying.
Perfect.
Everyone was saying that we were witches and stuff, and that we sacrificed cats.
Oh,
to, like,
hell yeah.
to the pagan gods.
I don't know how that
from,
works.
From then on, people thought we hung cats in the trees of our house.
God.
Like,
How'd they end up in the street?
we don't know.
Coyotes, dog.
Cat, yeah.
Yeah.
Cat burglar.
One time... Alright, so my neighbor in my old neighborhood was a pedophile. And I remember one
Did he
time...
touch you?
No,
Not
hopefully.
yet.
Not this time.
But we had a chain link fence, and then all of a sudden, like, the FBI...
Wait. Did you say all of the sudden? That irritates the piss out of me.
Okay.
Continue.
That's the phrase.
It's all of a sudden.
Did you really think it was all of the sudden?
All of them?
Yeah.
Dylan, how old are you?
Oh my god.
How far have you been saying all of the sudden?
His whole life.
Are you
His life
serious?
just changed. Anyway.
But, anyways,
all of a
while
sudden.
I was at school...
Do you do that in a paper?
Can you leave me alone? Yes.
Oh my
Are
god.
you serious?
Alright,
But all of a
There
sudden,
you go.
the FBI, while I was at school, apparently the FBI pulled up to his house, and we're, like, pulling out computers, like, iPads, any electronic device. And that, like, the next day, we pulled up, we replaced our chain link fence with a wooden fence. But yeah, he got caught with child pornography.
Was it like child porn or was it like...
It was child porn. It was child porn.
Okay.
I think I
Okay,
love dogs.
what's the
a little bit
difference?
more.
It was like,
Oh my god.
What's the difference?
he lived, like, right next to me. It was pretty bad. Don't you have a story about, some criminal activity in your neighborhood?
Yes. Alright, so I had stayed home from school to go to the dentist. And, you know, I heard a lot of loud noises when I got up and I was sitting on my chair. And look out the window. I see the SWAT team going down my street with K9 units and everything. They had MP5s. I was scared shitless.
Damn.
And,
Mom, they're coming for me. I didn't
yeah,
do my
exactly. This
homework.
is right at the time that my mom was going to come get me to go to the dentist. And she comes and she was like, the whole neighborhood is under a watch by the SWAT team because apparently this dude that lived like 6 houses down had his wife at gunpoint and his daughter, and he was threatening about he needed this and that and this and that, and then eventually he ended up killing himself and the wife and the daughter got out. But it's not something you see here.
I just want to go to the dentist.
Yeah,
trying to
I
get my
just
teeth
wanted to go to the
Yeah.
dentist,
We got a
man.
hostage situation here, man.
Give us the fucking cavities.
Yeah, like my mom had to
Give it to
park at the very front of the neighborhood. We had to walk through the SWAT.
They like
And
cut all like transportation.
Really?
They cut everything coming in and coming out.
Yeah, they don't want people pulling up and supporting the gunman.
I've never had something like that happen.
Crazy.
It was whack.
I remember one time, me and my mom, I actually stayed home from school that day as well. We're pulling out the driveway and we're about to go somewhere. And school just let out, and we see a group of like 20 guys, like high school students, walking down our little neighborhood. I'm like,
You racist?
they're all white.
How did you know?
Cause
What does their skin color
Can
matter?
you see color?
I don't see
I
colors.
hope not.
No.
But
That's why you're bad at art.
but they're walking down the neighborhood. My mom's like, "There's something up." Like, Mom, can we just go where we're going? I forgot where we're going, but I was like, "Can we just go where we're going?" And she's like, no, we gotta go see what's up because I know something's up. We pull up, and there was a high school student that lived.
This is why white people die in horror movies. They're going,
I know.
let's pull up. I know
I was like,
something's
Mom,
going
why
on.
are we doing this? But there's apparently the high school student that lived at the end of our street was like full up a drug dealer, as well as the corner store at the front of our street. So, but they're all going back, and we pull up. It's like 20 guys, and 3 of them are beating on the kid all at once.
Oh my god.
And my mom, they're all just watching. My mom fucking steps out of her car.
Did you jump
and
in?
pretends to like call the cops and put it up to her, and all the kids were just like, ah, shit. And they're just slowly walking back up the street with like their heads down. They're like, man, we're gonna
Ah, shit.
Like,
Here we go again.
They're all sad, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't even get my lick, man.
Dude, that's
Dude.
like gang violence in
It is.
Couldn't be me.
But,
Speaking of gang violence, one time I was at Wendy's, right?
no.
I have no
Was that
story.
the Krispy Kreme?
But yeah, no, the person at the front of our street that ran that corner store also were dealing drugs to like high school students, and they got arrested like 3 times, and eventually like, fucking get out of here, and they made them sell their store. I think.
Have you ever been attacked by a bird?
Almost.
No.
There was one.
No.
You got a story now.
Yeah.
All right, you go for it.
So we were playing, my front yard, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So we were playing football, and we were, so they got my yard, they got my yard, and they got my neighbor's yard. So we were playing like one big game of football, like 3-on-2 or whatever. And we were by the tree in between both of the yards, and my friend Tyler had the ball, and he was the quarterback.
Fucking Tyler. We can do a whole podcast
On
on stories
Tyler.
with Tyler.
I know.
But he hiked the ball, and there was these birds coming around, and we usually don't have birds by our house, so it was really weird. But he hiked the ball, and I was receiver, so I got away from it. But like there was a bird came like 3 inches from the top of his head, and fucking squeaked. I don't know what do you call it when a bird screams?
Screech?
Squawk?
A bird fucking squawked. Like right above his head, you fucking collapsed to the ground so goddamn fast,
Oh my
which
God.
was so funny. I thought he got shot.
Alright, so got a funny story about Tyler at high school. This happened like 2 weeks
This
ago.
was tomorrow.
But so Tyler vapes, and they vape at gym. And some
Yeah.
freshman just took his vape and left. And I was walking to 5th hour, because this is when it happened. That's about like right before lunchtime. And Tyler had this dude pinned up to a wall. And Tyler's not a tall man, but this man was even shorter than him, the freshman. And he was like, dude, if you do that again, I'll beat the fuck out of you. I will not hesitate. I'm a future Marine. And I'm like, dude, just beat him up already.
Do it, pussy.
Do it. He still didn't get his vape back.
Rip.
I had to get another
Wow.
That's tough.
That's
But
I got
the
a story
most
about.
beta thing I've ever heard in my
I got
life.
a story about Gabe.
About me?
So my first
Gabe.
interaction with Gabe, I walked into the school bathroom. He was getting a blowjob, right?
I was.
I was like, "Whoa, man, what's going on?" He's like, "You want to join?" I'm like, "Nah, bro." He's like, "I got $5 on it." I'm like, "Shit."
I'm surprised you remember that because I know.
No, I didn't.
Alright.
But no, back to the bird story though. One time we were camping in Georgia, alright? And there was this like nature center, and we were all going to visit to just see what's up. But we walk up and it's closed, unfortunately. We didn't know the times. But there was this big ass bird sitting on a chair on the front porch. And I was like, bro, look at this bird.
Like it
And
was
I
like
wa-
physically sitting down.
No, he was on the top of it. He was on the top of it, but he was perched on the top of it, sitting on the chair, kinda. And then I walk up, and that bitch goes,
What
like a
the
bit.
hell?
It made like the weirdest noise. I can't remember what it was. It was so fucking weird. It had its big ass wings open, and every time I move forward, it would get like louder and shit. I'm like, I'm about to
That
head
was his
out.
chair, man.
die.
Can't
Bro, I went to sit on the.
Sounds like some crap
It was
from
like-
Jurassic Park or
It
something.
was such a weird noise.
So, funny story about Gabe here is that he went to my elementary school in like the 4th grade, only for a year, and then left. But I didn't know him
Then he came with me.
that much. But he had blonde hair, and he rocked it for a whole year, even though nobody liked it. It was so funny looking.
It wasn't that bad. Okay?
It was pretty funny.
Wasn't it
looking.
because at the time you wanted to be a Nazi?
Yeah, man, I was super. I played Call of Duty 4, and then after that, I was like, dude, this is my shit.
Man, like I was reading on Reddit, like, what is your high school incident? And I was trying to think of ours, and I couldn't think of one.
Fight week.
No,
Fight week.
Fight week. Gavin.
Oh, Gavin.
Oh,
did
Gavin.
it.
Okay, so our friend Gavin.
Gavin.
Oh,
home address.
Oh!
His home address
Put it
is
stuff I gotta
14.
cut out. You motherfucker!
So our friend
I have to
Gavin.
listen to the whole
It's
podcast.
what's the
okay.
timestamp?
Oh my god.
10:20.
10:20.
Somebody write that down.
I'm gonna write it down.
All right, so
Motherfucker.
our friend Gavin was tired as hell on medication because he was sick or something. I don't fucking know, but
It was meth.
he
It was
taps
meth.
our friend. He taps our friend and goes, "Hey, look at this!" And he types a school shooter thread in the search bar of Google,
Oh my god.
and then searches it up, like, so it's there in the history. Doesn't delete the history, and somebody finds it, and he goes to jail.
And
And
he got fucking arrested.
I like how the school actually didn't even care. They just like
Yeah.
they
Not
didn't
really
lock us
fucking
down or
retarded.
anything. We just
Right.
like kept going. With
No, they put us in lockdown, didn't they?
No,
But
we
not
just
really.
we couldn't leave the classroom. That was it.
Yeah, but
Dude,
fucking.
oh shit! I remember in junior high school, we were in it was after school choir. You remember this?
There's been a lot of moments.
Yeah, but it was after school choir, and we were in the choir room, which was towards the back of the school. And the principal comes on the loudspeaker, and she's like, "Everybody evacuate the school immediately."
Oh,
And we're like,
what the
we thought it was a joke. Even the choir teacher thought it was a joke, so we kind of stayed around. But then he's like, "Okay, maybe we should take this seriously." And we went out to the parking lot. And we're confused because like all the band kids are out there, all the choir kids are out there, and they're like, "What the fuck's going on?" And I think the vice principal, whoever guy it was, he was like, somebody called in a bomb threat.
that was Mr.
After
Walter.
school?
Yeah, after school. That's the point.
I think I do remember.
Yeah,
that.
and
I don't.
I don't know if
We probably did not have band practice.
I'm not sure. I remember seeing other kids. It must have been like fucking another club.
Yeah.
But like we were all just standing there like. Why would you call it a bomb threat after school? Like, I don't, because they had like canine units and like bomb squads and shit.
Yeah.
I hate the school.
I hate the school. I
No
don't
one's
know. I don't know if they
understood.
caught him or not. I don't think they did.
Yeah, but there was one time where when my older brother went to high school, he was in freshman year, and you know the classes in the back of the freshman hall have like big ass windows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're sitting, and all of a sudden they call something on announcements like saying a lockdown. Like, man, what's happening? And they hear something about a gang fight. Like, man, that's crazy. They look out the window. There's a van pulling up, and like 5 people get out. And one of them, he said, that one of the people was wearing a shirt that just said, "I'm a gangster." There was a gang war like in the school. I guess it was just like fist fighting, but that's fucking crazy.
You know how much gang violence there was last year alone?
Yes,
Yeah.
there was
Like-
a fight week.
Remember that time it was like a fight?
Yeah, there was
It was
supposed
one
to be
fight
a
and then
gang
another-
fight,
it was
like, and
9 fights all at
the
once.
next
It was
day
horrible.
there was like an overabundance of red and blue, and everybody thought it was gonna go down. They even had like 3 more SROs show
Yeah.
up.
Yes.
Just
fucking-
just in case something happened, but nothing happened, and everybody was on edge the entire day.
Nothing happened as far as they know.
As far as
And
everybody
more
knows.
recently, I remember whenever those like 4 kids jumped this one dude and then got in a car without a license plate and just drove off.
Oh yeah, I
God.
know that kid. That kid that got beat up, he probably deserved
Dude,
it.
oh shit. Was it or fucking? It must have been. I don't think it was freshman year because I think I was in
I
Journey.
gotta cut that out. Damn it.
What?
The name of the school.
Oh fuck, my bad.
Shit,
But
what's the time?
1835.
I think I was in junior high school, and there was this kid, and he was getting bullied fucking bad. Yeah, it was in 7th grade, and he was getting bullied real bad. 'Cause he's like a little weird kid. I'm bullying him right now. Anyway,
He's gonna hear this.
fuck it, no he won't. But like he was he still goes to school. I'm not gonna say his name. But like he was getting bullied, and like in the class, he was like, "I swear to God, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna shoot everyone in this
Oh
school."
my god.
I don't know if you were there, but like there
Wasn't
was,
this in like the cafeteria? or
no,
something?
it was in
I thought it was someone else.
It might have been. I'm gonna say his name afterwards. But like everyone was scared to come to school. Like everyone in that class, they didn't come to school for like 2 weeks. The
Oh
last
my
2 weeks of
God.
school because they were terrified. He didn't do anything though, because he's like 5'4".
Yeah.
You're bullying him.
It's like if I tried to fight anybody.
Pretty
True.
much.
Oh, that's sad. I didn't want to
It's not
say.
sad.
I didn't want to.
Dylan S.
It is
Muy
sad.
small.
It's not sad for me.
Muy pequeño.
Muy pequeño.
Dylanito.
Yo soy muy pequeño.
You know who isn't? Mr. Rodriguez.
Fucking motherfucker. I guess that's too vague. That's fine.
Yeah.
Literally, Mr. Rodriguez. You want me to say his first name too?
Don't, because I had to cut that out.
Oh.
You know how much.
Charles Rodriguez. That's not his name, dumbass.
What,
Someone's name.
Enrique Iglesias.
Chance, do you have any good stories from Shriever and Caldwell though?
I got a lot of stories from Isla
Gotta
Cuba
cut that
and
out.
Blakefield.
Go for it.
You-
Shriver Elementary was the
cut that
most
out.
boring school experience I've ever
All right,
had in my
so
entire life.
I got a story. So we were with our other friend. We were riding bikes, and our bigger friend was on a smaller bike. I don't know why that ended up happening. You're gonna remember this,
Yeah.
but he was tailing behind because he got caught at a stop sign. There's a lot of traffic, so our friend in the front was looking around, turning to see where he was, and he stopped. And that's when Chance here hit the back of him and completely fucked up the entire bike. He flipped over the bike and slammed onto the concrete, and all we could do was laugh. We didn't even check if he was alright.
Yeah.
And he was just like, alright.
Do you remember that one time in junior high when fucking that dude was running and he busted his knee up? Alright, so they're
I was
running,
not there for that one.
dumbass was running and he tripped and busted his kneecap on like a lifted piece of concrete.
Ugh.
Fucking, you could see like the bone and shit.
Yeah.
And we were so in shock, like no one would go help him, and he fucking crawled to like to like a walkway part and was just sitting there. We're like,
Oh my god.
Dude,
Y'all remember when Miss Fat Ass broke the bench?
you had like a vice principal. Was vice principal, right?
She was a vice
Vice
president.
principal fucking sat on a concrete bench and that bitch broke.
Oh my God.
Dude, it broke into like 30 pieces. Like it was.
You know,
And
all those
then
benches are gone now.
they are. They took them out because of
No,
Miss
they replaced
Holmes.
them. They replaced
Yeah.
them.
They
It
took,
was
all,
like
they
wooden.
took all the lockers out.
Well, they took
Yeah,
them out
lock it up.
temporarily to
Oh.
fit him with more stable benches because she was so big.
That was
I
pretty
can't
funny.
believe that happened.
She didn't have a neck either.
Dude, okay. Junior high school has so many goddamn stories,
I
man.
know.
Like all the glass that was broken in
There
our
was
2
so many-
years.
All right, so this big football player, he's our starting center at our high school. He was fighting with this other football player with brooms in the cafeteria. They had detention in the cafeteria room, and they were fighting. And one of the brooms got thrown at the window.
Okay.
That window shattered, and then 2 other kids were messing around and ended up breaking another window in a different classroom. There was 2 broken windows that happened within 1 week of each other.
Didn't one kid punch out a window because
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
mad?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a girl broke up with him, or it involved the girl, and he got really mad because I guess she was talking to another guy, and it was like in that
That's
little,
tough.
it was in a little stairwell area.
Mm-hmm.
Busted out the fucking
I
glass.
think
I
I know
remember
what
that.
it is.
Yeah, I know, but I
It
know
was that kid
exactly
who
what it is.
barked, right?
What was their first
No,
name?
no, it
No,
wasn't him.
wasn't that kid? Didn't the kid who barked broke a window at some point?
I think so. That was
Yeah.
a weird kid.
He did bark. I remember, alright, because I lived in my old neighborhood at the time,
That was Ben
and I had
Furry.
never seen that
Furry.
kid ever until like Evergreen, and it was really weird because I was like, this dude's barking. That's really weird.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
it
I
wasn't.
sta-
It
and
wasn't.
then I
It
started,
wasn't.
and then I started seeing him like at the house across from my house.
Yeah,
I was
it was
like,
him.
I've never seen this guy
Yeah.
before. Why is he here now? And it's
Well-
like, he pulled up like an ATV. And I'm like, what's he doing here?
So the reason I was confused is because there was multiple kids who barked
I know, but
for
that
no
kid
reason.
specifically.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because I was thinking of
Yeah.
another kid.
I have
Same
no idea what
ethnicity.
you guys are talking about.
Same
right now.
ethnicity.
So in elementary school, we had this weird kid named Daniel. That's all I remember about him, but he was weird. Daniel, if you listen to this and you probably figure out where we are, you were weird in elementary school.
You were weird
But,
in elementary school.
This kid would eat like sherbet or something. He had like sherbet every day, pretty much. I said the fucking school name
Mark
in
that shit
elementary
down.
school.
1840.
But
Cut out so fucking much.
We're supposed
He
to be
would-
inward right now.
Not again.
he would eat the sherbet or like whatever we would have, and then if he wanted to go home, he would say, "Can I go to the bathroom?" And he would go out in the hallway and he would gag himself in one of the trash cans so he could leave. We could hear him through the
Oh my
door.
god.
And one time I was walking from the bathroom and I saw him do it, and he just said, "Shh." And threw up all over in the trash can, and all I could do was just say,
How do you? You
"Why?"
have that willpower
I
to
know.
do
I was about
that.
to say that.
Just the mental image of like looking somebody in the eye, being like,
That's impressive. The willpower to force
Did he say?
yourself.
Did he lock eyes with you as he did it?
No, he locked eyes with the shh, but then went, "Ugh," and he was like, "Go tell the teacher I threw up." And I'm like, "I'm not doing that for you. I just watch you."
I remember one time in elementary school, some fucking kid threw up on my jacket, like behind me, and I was like, ugh.
gross.
I got a
It was
funny
so
story.
fucking disgusting.
So I had the flu one week back at junior high, and
Yeah.
the day we got back, we had to run, I think, half a mile for like gym, and it was mandatory. If not, you would get like written up or some shit. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, it
Well, you
wasn't
can
And-
literally walk in. They didn't say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I didn't feel like walking or like I thought I was good because I was recovering. I was recovering from the flu. It was the first day like I felt better in a while, and so I was running. And when I got back and we were in the gym ready to leave, I felt so sick and I ended up throwing up all over in the trash can and everywhere. And it was right in front of one of the coaches, but it was in the trash can, thankfully. And I saw him like 2 or 3 years later at the car dealership right next to my house, and I was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? I know you were my PE coach." He was like, "Wait, who are you again?" Because like they're PE coaches,
yeah.
they don't remember people. And I said, "Oh, I was that kid that threw up," and he was like, "Oh, you," and he's like, "Oh, how you been?"
Yeah.
I got a story about
Sick.
Gavin. Back to the going back.
Let me tell.
You got it.
Wait, let me tell a vomit story. Chase.
Obama?
When we were at Gabe's house.
Oh my god, dude!
He ate like 2 slices of pizza, and then we were running down the street.
This was like right after. This was not even 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes after I'd eaten that.
Oh my
we were like,
God.
yeah, let's run to Gabe's girlfriend's house because she lives like within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I run. We get in the car because we're obviously slower than a fucking car. And the whole time I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sweaty now, and I like. It's whatever. And the closer we got to his house, the worse I felt. And we were coming around a corner, and his mom whipped that
Oh my
shit
God.
around the corner. And then I knew I was sick, and I knew I was gonna vomit. So as soon as we got it, I was waiting because she took forever to unlock the door. And I ran to his fucking bathroom and vomited everywhere.
Oh.
I was in there for like 5 minutes straight, and then I got out. Everybody's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, that was not fun.
Oh,
poor
man.
toilet.
I got a vomit story. So
Why are we talking about vomit?
I don't know, man.
I
This
was
is
gonna
a
vomit.
stringing conversation, man. But
I'll get on the list.
we were at Lane's house,
Oh God.
and we were it was I'm not gonna say everyone's name, but we were all at Lane's house, and we thought it'd be a good idea to like
You
have.
just said Lane's name.
I'm not talking about everyone else.
Yeah.
Because we probably mentioned Lane before. But we were at his house and we were just fucking around. We thought it would be a good idea to have like a competition to see who can eat the most like spicy green beans.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah, I heard
But,
this story.
but like so I'm really bad with spicy foods. But I was determined to win. Cause I hadn't like I'm bad at everything. Literally everything. I'm like I'm gonna show
Except
you.
for playing bass.
Shut up.
It's like the best bassist out of all of us.
I mean that's a good fucking observation. But
He's also racist.
I am blatantly racist. No.
Oh,
I
wow.
love you, Danye. But
Two chances.
Danye, you need to tell
need
a
to talk-
story after
yeah.
I
this.
do. I've just been sitting here
You just
quiet.
listen.
but I'm not even finished with
Fine,
mine.
yeah, tell your
I
story,
was
tell your
interrupted.
story. Finish.
But I thought
Shut up.
I was determined to win. So I ate like 11. and like I think Lane ate 4 and dipped. A few of them ate like 5. I ate like 11.
Oh my God.
10 or 11. And my
You could
stomach.
have just ate 6
I
and
could've.
still won.
I was determined.
Just kept going.
Determined to keep going. You did
I couldn't stop.
You did this primarily to
You
yourself.
have a problem.
I do, but I'm competitive as shit. When I win, I fucking win. But I ate like 11.
When you
and
win.
my stomach, like everything burned. My skin was hot. I started turning red. Dude, my stomach felt like I ate lighter fluid and then swallowed a match.
Oh
it was
my
so
God.
bad. And then I hung over a sink and just fucking projectile vomited.
sink?
Yeah, because it was
Oh.
in his kitchen. It was fucking bad. All right, Johnny, you got it.
If you were talking about vomit, when I went to
We all got a vomit story.
I'll
yeah.
switch off.
I
of
got
vomit.
another vomit
I'll
story.
switch,
Alright.
I'll switch it off of vomit after this.
No, I'm
No?
saying mine. You can go.
Go.
Alright, so I was in San Francisco for like Thanksgiving break, and on the day we were gonna go sightseeing,
Wow.
you know, that morning I went to go eat. You know, I was eating breakfast. I had a bowl of Captain Crunch, and then like I was sitting down, and all of a sudden my face just like it just felt like went all in my eyes, my face. I was like, I
You went
Power
Super
and all.
Saiyan.
Yeah, I did not feel good. I walked in the bathroom. At first I was taking a shit, and I was like, oh well, this is it. I walk out. I'm like, no, this is not it. I turn around and I
Not
just
He
done.
thought it was over.
vomit. Like, oh, it was terrible. It was green.
What did you have?
Captain Crunch.
Oh,
We just said it.
I thought he was about to eat it.
All right.
I don't know
He
why
was
it
eating
green.
it while he was vomiting.
Yeah.
He scooped up the vomit and then.
Gotta make your breath taste good.
Yeah.
Alright, so I was in Florida on vacation, and we were at a hotel, and this is when I was still on, like my ADD, ADHD medicine, and if I didn't eat anything, I would get sick, like I wouldn't feel good, and I didn't eat anything because we didn't have anything to eat. We were about to go get something to eat, so I took it before, because we weren't going to go back to the hotel until later, and so I took it, and on the elevator ride down, like I don't have problems with elevators, but like I just felt garbage. I just felt garbage. And we got out of the elevator.
That was the sweet sound of Chase slapping the piss out of Dylan's head for speaking.
Why?
And I don't know, you're talking shit.
Who's talking to me?
He's talking bomb at
Oh.
I vaped on the mic and he got mad.
All right,
I was
so,
like, I was gonna pick up on the mic probably.
It won't. We
It
already
might.
we already tested it.
Oh.
And
That's true.
we got out of the elevator. And I ran to the nearest trash can and fucking vomited in the trash can. And I threw up all my medicine and yeah.
Anybody got any good hotel stories?
Oh, I was gonna talk.
Oh, I got a hotel story.
Let Dylan speak.
Let Dylan go.
Well, I don't want to change the topic too much, but what's the most dead you've ever felt?
We
I was-
just changed the
I was
story.
Actually
All right,
dead.
fine. Tell hotel stories then.
The most
I'll-
dead I've ever felt, I was in 5th grade. You've seen the picture. I had double pneumonia. I was misdiagnosed, so...
Really? Double?
Yeah.
Oh my
So what happened is I was feeling sick, and I was coughing like way too much. And my mom's like, "Bro, you look kind of dead. Let's go to the ER." Or I went to my doctor at the time, and this dude was like on drugs, I guess, and he misdiagnosed me. He said I had whooping cough, which like there hasn't been like a serious case since like the 80s. So like fucking innovator, man. But he diagnosed me with whooping cough and gave me some medication. And when I got home, my mom said I looked like even worse than before. So she's like, "All right, we're going to the ER. Write the fuck down." And we went to the ER, and they're like, "What the fuck? He's got like double pneumonia." Because I had to put on, I get an X-ray. It was like in one full lung and half of my other lung covered. And they're like, if he wouldn't have came to the hospital within 24 hours, he would have fucking died.
Wow.
But the most dead I've ever felt, they put me on oxygen, obviously because I was dying.
Yeah.
And I had to stand up to go to the bathroom, and I had to take my oxygen out because it was like the first time for
You
like.
didn't tell me. You didn't tell us this. Like,
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So I for like 7 or 8 hours I was in there. I was in there for like 2 weeks, but I was in there for like 8 hours for the first time, and I got in the room. I got to go to the bathroom. I got up and I started walking. I was walking so slow, and like Danye said, like vroom, kind of felt like he was powering down. That's how I felt while I was walking, and I collapsed on the floor.
Wow.
That's the first time it's ever happened to me. I blacked out. I was terrified. I woke up, and I was back in the bed. And I had to extend my cord long enough so I can go to the bathroom and back without having to take it out because I was fucking. It was scary. Like I saw black. It was terrifying.
I remember the most dead I felt recently was like last year. Fucking alright, so I'm the worst procrastinator, okay? I would do shit like last minute for like 9 hours straight. There's one night where I think I finished like a project and a half all in one night. And I was like painting all night with acrylic paint. I don't know if that affected it at all, but fucking I get to school the next morning and I'm like feeling dead as shit. I've never had a nosebleed before then. Fucking, I was just sitting, I'm like barely alive, just barely like awake, and my nose starts fucking bleeding. I'm like, oh, my nose. I was like, I'm dying.
Feels so good.
Did that happen at
Teacher, I
school?
pissed myself.
No, yeah, at school.
At school?
I met Axe Madison. She was
Really?
fucking, yeah, she was there.
for it?
It was art too. And then that same morning, like, dude, when I got really sleep deprived, like, I have like borderline spasms, like no joke. I woke up, and my mom was like,
He's
"Did you get?"
seething.
I was like, "Did you get any?" She was like, "Did you get any sleep last night?" I was like, "No." It's like you need to stop doing projects so late. And I grabbed her and started going, "Mom, it's fine." And I like I have a miniature blackout. Just go. like shake. I was like, I'm not okay,
That
but
doesn't
I gotta
make
turn in this
point.
project real quick.
Okay.
I had that fairly recent, like a few months ago, where I was so tired, I just kind of
Christ.
shook.
I got
It's
a
not
funny.
good.
I got a funny story about Dylan. That's really
Oh,
disgusting. He's gonna have PTSD for the rest of his life because of this incident. Well, in our GT class, this wasn't like she taught multiple subjects, GT and I think a science,
Fuck.
and they were
Hate this.
dissecting owl shit in that
It's
class.
not like dead animal, but that's not the worst part.
And that was already unfortunate. And Dylan was there on his computer, and this weird ass kid was 2 seats away from him in a computer class, whips out his dick, starts going at it.
I didn't know what to do, man.
Wait, did he actually whip it
No,
out?
no.
He was like in his pants, but
Yeah,
I'm like, you get the jit.
Yeah,
jerking
I
off.
knew he was watching
And-
porn. I didn't know he was beating his dick.
And
Because I
Dylan
didn't-
doesn't do anything. Sits
didn't-
there,
I was
sits there,
shocked.
let him do it as everything.
Bro,
What were you doing?
it was a school.
I would have got up, point out,
You're still beating his dick! It was a class of 20 people. Everyone fucking saw him. I didn't want to look at it. I was shocked.
What's the most Dylan could do in that situation? Sir, could you please
Help
stop
him.
beating your
I would
dick
have
right now?
put my hand.
Like,
on
I was
his
just
knee
like,
at the time.
because I was a dispersal. I didn't want to disrupt the class, but fucking everyone could
They were dissecting owl shit.
It smelled like dead animals. The dude's beating his
They
dick off.
wanted a distraction.
He was watching footage of Jack and Daxter's video game beforehand. I guess that got him excited because
Oh
he was
my
like,
God.
"I'll beat my dick in front of 20 people." It's like, who the fuck are you?
We're talking about the willpower to throw yourself up.
And
The
then
willpower
I
to
remember
beat your dick in
saying,
front of
I
20
remember
people
hearing,
at school.
I remember I got dispersed to one of his classes, and I remember like the week after, and I remember fucking he was getting clowned by a bunch of people. They're going, bruh, then they would say his name, the name challenge, like shit like that. That was funny.
Oh, they
I was
need
like,
to
that's what he
challenge
fucking
us.
deserves, dude. He deserves to get bullied.
If you beat
Bullied
your
for that.
dick, you're open to all fucking criticism.
Yeah, like who
That's-
I
fucking...
mean, like publicly. If you beat your dick,
Then we're
it's
all
fine.
open to criticism.
We're all are.
If you do it in front of 20 people at school.
I've done it in front of 400
Like,
people.
he
Oh,
did,
wow.
No, I've
like he
never.
did not.
So I was
try-
at a concert.
He didn't try to hide it at all.
Oh,
dude.
shit, that
Everyone could
reminds
fucking
me.
see what he was watching. And the teacher went and looked at the history and was like, just like bunch of redhead porn.
Oh my god.
She pulled it up because I sat in the seat like to the right of him in my GT class, but like I wasn't in the room. But like I sit to the right of where he did it at in
Smell like cum?
I forgot what hour.
Is that our school's incident?
I don't even think he.
It was-
orgasmed.
it was
I don't even think he
clean.
came. I think.
But so our teacher goes, "What do I do with this?" And she pulls up his history. He's like, "Look at that. That is disgusting."
Look at this video. Look
and
at
I'm
this
reading it.
timestamp.
I'm reading it, and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Wait,
Like, it
what-
was like some whack ass shit.
I only heard there was like redhead. I don't know what
It
else.
was
there
more than that.
It was
But
right than
Fucking animals. No.
I can't really remember it because it
Fecal.
was a while ago. But then she called in the computer teacher, and the computer teacher, she's kind of older, looked so disgusted, and her face was just, she's like horrified, and they like. Just the fact that somebody had the urge and the willpower to do this in the middle of a class.
Dude, that happened to me.
care.
Something like that happened to me or fucking junior high school. Cut that shit out, man. 32, yeah. But like, in junior high school, I was in 8th grade, and I was in 7th hour one day, and this kid was fucking around on the computer, even though he wasn't supposed to be on the computer. I'm definitely not gonna say his name, because I will die.
His name was Charlie.
Yeah. No.
Sure.
But like,
We're gonna call him Charlie.
Charlie.
he lived on that, never mind. His full home address. No. But, I went to school the next day. I think it was a Friday. And, fucking made it. But, I was sitting in first hour. And, like, my 7th hour teacher comes into my first hour. And she's like, "Can I see Chance?" And my teacher's like, yeah, sure. So,
Oh my
that
God.
teacher hated me. But I went to my 7th hour. Or, no, she pulled me out into the hallway. And she was like, "So I seen some things on the computer." She's old. So I seen some things on the computer that shouldn't have been there, and I want to know if you was involved with it. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Because I think I went on the computer because this girl needed help with something. But the kid that was on the computer who caused this incident was there after. And she was like, "Well, I found some things on the computer that wasn't supposed to be there. And this girl just opened the computer and she was terrified." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I go to the computer in my 7th hour, it's just porn.
Oh my God.
And when they turned the computer off, they left the porn video on. So when they turned the computer back on, they restored the tab. The
Are
porn
you
was
serious?
there. Yeah, I didn't get to see it. I didn't get to see it rebooted. But I saw the history, and I was like, this is getting blamed on me.
How do you see
remember-
all this whack
Did you
stuff?
tell him who it
Yeah, it
was?
was me.
Yeah,
So
I
what?
definitely snitched. I was
No,
not
they
taking
pick up on
that
the mic. Right?
Imagine you
Let me
owning
repeat
up
that
to
joke.
that. Yeah.
Alright, alright.
Yeah, dude, that was
I
me.
remember one time in junior high where it's like in between classes, but I got to my next class like really quick, so like no one else in the classroom, and I go to get on the computer and it's logged into one of my friend's account. I'm not gonna say because of reasons, but I log in my friend's account and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna change our profile picture, and I go to change it, and it's like I go to change some file I had, and fucking it's like so your Google account connects to your phone if you have like Google Drive or Google Photos automatically.
Oh gosh.
So every photo you have in your like phone folder.
Oh, you
will-
told us this story. Yeah. It's
yeah,
like, well, you told me this
I
story.
told
online.
you this story.
Never.
There's a reason why I'm not gonna say the name.
Oh,
But fucking, I go and I'm like, oh, my photos. I wonder what's that. I opened up and there was just nudes. I'm like, oh.
What was it? His news? Nudes?
No, it was not.
Was it
it's not.
anybody that you know?
It was someone.
It was
I know.
someone.
Oh, really?
But you know about the story?
You told me the story.
Oh fuck! I did tell you the
You
story.
did.
Huh?
So I gotta rip.
I'm sorry.
I know.
We just discovered something, but oh shit! One time I think I was in junior high too. Same year.
Junior high's wildin'.
Dude, same year. Okay, so we were doing poetry in English.
Yeah,
I
junior
knew-
high.
I said that happened in junior high. That happened last
like
year.
last
That
year.
happened
Oh,
in high
yeah.
school.
But
That's right.
this story was in junior high. I was furious. I've never wanted to kick somebody's ass at that time so hard.
Oh yeah, he fought a kid this year.
I'll tell that story.
Got
later.
suspended for a day because he was a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Chance. The little kid was a bitch and deserved it.
Yeah, he was like 4 years old. He was a little.
Nah, he was like
He was 15, 16.
gay.
Anyway, but I was in
That's
eighth.
gay years.
I was in 8th grade. I was in English class, and we were doing poetry. And not to suck my own cock here, but I was pretty good at poetry.
He's sucking his own cock.
Right now, yes.
Put it away. Come on.
Come on, man. But
I think we're all like very good writers.
yeah, I feel like
I
we're
think
smart
I'm
enough.
good.
But I had a pretty good poem, and it wasn't as good as I wanted to because we had to incorporate vocabulary into it.
Yeah.
So I used the vocabulary, and
You are a very good poetry writer. Like your lyrics that you put or like stuff you put. That's
Yeah.
it's very fucking good.
I wrote something else that was super edgy. I put it in the squad chat.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That shit's awesome.
But I wrote a cool poem, and I showed it because the way the class was set up, it was weird. It was like in a U shape, the desks.
yeah,
and, like,
that's
the-
when like U shapes were popular.
Yeah, so we were in a U shape, and everybody was facing each other, and we had to pass all our work down.
Yeah.
So I passed it to this kid, and he started reading it, and he was like, "Damn, bro, that's pretty cool." I hated this kid, because that's pretty cool. And he erased my name and put his, and then, you know, instead of like doing a normal really bad cheater thing and just not doing anything, he decided to write his own poem and put my name on it in his handwriting.
Oh my god.
And
What an asshole.
he wrote this fucking like really bad, vile like poem about beating your meat. And he turned it in with my name on it, and so that was right before like this the field day thing where you go outside for the water and stuff, and like I was supposed to go, and then I was in first hour, and they're like, no, you got written up, you're not supposed to go. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was clueless, and they were like, yeah, your English teacher wrote you up, and they didn't say why, just said that I had gotten written up, and I was so confused, so I was angry, so I went into my English teacher class, and I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, the poem you turned in was disgusting, I don't know why you turned that in. And I was like, what the fuck, I was a really good poem, what are you talking about? And she pulled it out, and she showed me the poem, and I read it, I'm like, this is retarded. That's not even my handwriting, but she couldn't take back the write-up. So I had to sit inside for like an hour or whatever to miss out on the field day. But the funny thing, like last year, that teacher started working at our high school. And she walked up to me at our lunch table, because everyone sits at the lunch table. And she was like, you remember that poem I wrote you up for in 8th grade? I'm like, yeah. I'm fucking furious about it still 2 years later. And she's like, I found this jacket the other day, and the poem was in the pocket of this jacket. She still had it. That was hilarious.
I want to read.
Did you ever tell her like the real story?
Oh yeah, she knew. I told her.
Oh,
next
she
time.
knew?
No, she didn't give it to me. She
Oh,
kept, she
should
kept
ask
it.
for it.
Is it still on your record or?
No.
You should have asked for it.
My record
I wanna
has
read it.
3.
Why did you keep it?
Apparently, I have
Let
a
me tell some
skipping.
stories.
Come on.
Try
Get up here.
I have a skipping disciplinary
I
thing
have
on my
school
my
stories.
like my transcript on that website I use to check my grades, and I was furious because I've never skipped a class in my life, and I went into the office to even find out on my record, and apparently it didn't. It's not on my record, but it's on my
Yeah.
on the website, and I was like, because I'm a good kid. Academically, I'm not.
That gets you out of a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
You're real here.
but
Come on, Daniel.
Oh, you
What do you do?
good enough? Because I can tell I have one.
Just lean up. Start talking.
Ugh, alright.
you made me lose my train of thought. I was gonna tell her. Oh, okay, real quick. I'm gonna let you. You can go after. But we're talking about like activities. So you could go to. There's like a teacher versus student basketball game, and our English teacher was a Nazi. Not really, but like she was horrible.
What grade?
7th. And if you would have your shirt untucked,
Oh yeah.
she would. I forgot what she would do, but I had a pass to get to the game because it was PBIS, so you could have like, if you had like good grades, you could go. And she was like, "I'm taking your pass because your shirt's untucked." So I'm like, "Well, fuck." So I go into the room where everybody else is our really perverted science teacher, and And he's like, anybody who lost their pass or something, you say your name and we could go, like, lose it, or you didn't get your pass, you were absent. So I lined up on that line because it like she didn't write it down and I couldn't go, so I got to go anyway. I had to hide from her the whole time.
I told Donnie I was gonna tell one really quick. My brother on his record forever will say throwing missiles, and it's pretty funny.
Throwing missiles. Come closer to the microphone. All right, now you can go.
Throwing missiles. There we go.
That was an excellent story, Dylan.
Thank you.
All right, so I don't know if this was freshman or sophomore. It was freshman year. We used to always usually play dodgeball, and I'm not good at throwing the ball, but I can say that I'm really good at dodging. So I'd usually be like the last person on the court. And then there's this senior, like this like really tall senior. And one time, usually the way that I avoid a ball is that when they throw it, I immediately like duck and like fall, like I don't know how to describe it. I just fall to the ground and jump right back up. But this time it didn't work, so he like spun around and he threw it. And right when I did it, my head was tilted sideways and like right over the floor. But when he hit it, my head didn't slam to the ground. But if I was any closer to the ground, the ball would have hit my head, and my head would hit the ground. It would have bounced off the ground, and I would have probably died.
Speaking of funny gym stories, our friend Lane. This is when the Andy's Coming challenge was popular.
No. Yes.
And they decided they wanted the whole gym to do it. And so they did it, and our friend Lane rolled over and ended up breaking his collarbone. And our gym teacher, he's the fucking GOAT, by the way, wore a Andy's Coming shirt to school that whole week to try to catch. Yes, he did.
I didn't see that.
Caillouette was a funny ass dude. Caillouette's a funny dude. You can leave it in.
I guess that's true.
There's a lot of people named fucking Caillouette.
That's true. Just true. Go ahead.
Dumbass. I don't know.
I don't know his first name.
I just know him as
Social
Coach.
Security
My social security number is 12.
But alright, this is when our friend, before he moved to Texas, this is freshman year, and we were coming back from the track.
Rip Chung.
And whenever, like, we would do this thing where we would try to jump over people's shoulders. And I tried doing that to Brock, but he fell to the floor, like he ducked to the floor because he saw me coming because he heard my feet hit the ground. And I flew over him, rolled and everything, ended up on the ground. And just Caillouette looks at me and goes, dumbass. And, dude, gym was fun. And
Dude, I have a video. I have that video of Lane breaking his collarbone.
we can put that. I said the beginning of our junior high school name.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it like at random intervals. Or just say the N-word at random intervals so don't have to go through it.
You have to whisper it too, and then like
So
whenever
they won't know.
what was that?
Yeah.
I mean, timestamps make it easy for him.
Thank God I actually have timestamps. What was that, 42?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright. Sorry.
Yeah.
We can take a break.
Fucking.
You can go to the bathroom.
Y'all tell funny stories.
But, well, yes.
I'll make it quick.
Alright, I'm trying to think of... I had a good story. It involved Lane. I couldn't think of what it was, though. Somebody else told a story.
You remember when we used to wrap a jacket around your head, throw you into the bleachers, and get the crap out of you?
Beat the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah.
Because...
I did not take part of it, though.
It was
'cause I too
Davin's
skinny.
jacket. He had that, what was it, like a gray or brown jacket? It was like
Yeah,
really
yeah.
straight. He ripped the sleeve off, and they used it as a whip to beat the shit out of me. I'm like 6 foot now, 150. I was small as fucking junior high school. I was like 5'6". Like,
I think we all were. It was junior high.
Yeah, I was
still
like
small.
110.
Yeah, me and Dylan are still small.
Maybe even like less than 100 pounds. And they
You
beat
got
the
weight,
shit
though.
out
Yeah,
of
I'm
me.
6'5", 250. Right
Yeah,
now.
that's a big dude. He's terrifying.
I lift around 300, like
Me too.
easy.
Gabe has the same build as Tyler 1.
Tyler 1, look him up. Shout out to Tyler 1. Go subscribe.
Credit will not be averted outside of this goddamn podcast.
Alright,
I already got it.
Fuck it, we
A
have.
funny story about PE. Like, PE at junior high was fucking wild.
Yeah.
And so we would play dodgeball. We would play with these hard, not really hard, but they were easy to grip. You could throw it hard as fuck, fucking foam balls. And we would play to where it was boys and girls, like, mixed.
Yeah, I don't know why they did
Because that was
weird.
when gym was boys and girls. Now at high school, they have a gym for the girls, gym for the guys. But
rape and stuff.
Whoa!
Whoa!
But they stopped the guys and girls together right away because of the fact that we made so many girls cry on separate teams just by decking them in the face. That they at first made a rule to where if you hit a girl in the face, you were out and they were still in, and then it eventually just cut the whole integrated stuff out, and we stopped playing dodgeball because of how many people got hurt in air quotes because they were bullshitting. But
I love hitting girls with fucking dodgeballs, dude.
I still hit them now. Nah, just kidding, just
that
kidding.
Shit was so funny, dog.
I respect women.
I don't know.
I remember one time.
If you're listening to this, Chance's girlfriend doesn't respect you.
Ooh.
Damn.
You just said you don't respect women.
Oh, God.
I remember one time, my friend Hayden was telling me about how.
What's his full name?
No. He was talking about how he's after school one time, and like some girl who was like a head of the club or whatever was like, all right, I need you to come see about something.
No.
And they're in the girls' gym or whatnot. I don't remember if it was junior high or high school, but.
If it was the girls' gym,
it was also our gym.
But it was something like they walked towards the gym, the girls' gym locker room, and something past that, and he got confused and accidentally walked into the girls' locker room. That was it.
I'm pretty sure.
Motherfucker!
Shit. It doesn't matter. You know how many.
That was junior high.
We could really yeah. It's not. Let me look up that school name and see how many come.
I think there's a lot for junior high.
Yeah, probably.
If there's more
but
than one,
HL's
it really doesn't matter. You can't say both school names. Pick one, man.
Virgin.
All right, but
no, there's only one. There's only one.
But the
rip.
Oh,
I mean, it doesn't matter.
One that pops up because it knows.
Well, yeah, they figure out what state we live in.
But yeah,
it's a state.
And
we probably have mentioned what state we live in.
No, and we are also not big enough for that to matter.
Exactly.
I guess that's true.
Nobody's gonna watch.
And we link it to people.
Nobody's gonna watch this. We're gonna find this audio clip.
We link this for people that we know to watch too.
Yeah,
that's true. That is true. But I want to make sure.
Dude, is that special guest Ryan McGee from?
Who knows? Fucking dude, there was like a video that was really like not popular. That fucking the Florida shooter commented on saying he was gonna shoot up the school. So I mean, shit like that happens.
Actually, we have a special guest today. I'd like everyone to welcome Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Special guest Drew Brees.
Special guest Virginia Tech shooter.
Oh my god.
Dude, I have to. So let's spoil Endgame on the podcast.
Okay.
No.
I mean, this will be a no.
Thanos has sex with Elastigirl.
Thor plays Fortnite.
Thor does play Fortnite, but we haven't seen the movie. So
does he actually? Are you serious?
Yes.
That's so sad.
Is he good at it though?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. Donnie is the only
sad.
one that can do that. He can tell us if he's good at it.
I don't think he got the dub.
I
guys.
hate Fortnite, man.
I don't think he got the dub.
I hate Fortnite so much.
Fortnite killed a fucking game because there's a game that they were developing before Fortnite came out and got popular. That they were there was going on. Development was kind of like fucking up, but they were working it out. They're making a MOBA. It was called Paragon.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was still getting development, still getting updates. They were still trying to fix it and keep it alive. And then Fortnite came out. That shit died like that. It was gone, and now it doesn't exist. And all their team, like, you know how many fucking the team that works on Fortnite is like sleep deprived or like being overworked like crazy now.
Yeah.
That shit's
awful.
awful.
It's $multi-billion industry.
I bet he gets paid well, so fuck it.
Yeah.
I hope so, dude. They get fucking overworked like crazy.
Dude, game developers get worked like 60, 70-hour weeks.
I know, but this is Fortnite though, because like it's way worse.
You make so much money though.
Yeah, I mean, is it worth it?
I don't know if you're just like a simple programmer.
I mean, if you're a game developer, you probably don't have a family to go home to, you fucking virgin.
You don't know. Oh my God.
Oh, you're aggressive.
You're not wrong.
No, man.
You're probably also used to being sleep deprived.
What's your favorite video
That's
game?
true.
My favorite video game would have to be all time would be South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Yeah,
that game is a
You
classic.
still got it? We can play later.
We can. I have the second one too.
Yes.
Well, you have the butthole.
the
Fractured
butthole.
Butthole. Yes, I have both of them.
I haven't played.
I have
that
it
one yet.
remastered. I have the first one remastered on the PS4 and the second
I
one.
literally stayed up all night to finish the first one because y'all were gonna.
I've
spoil it.
played the first one over 70 times, and I'm not exaggerating. I've played.
I remember when the Fractured Butthole came out, like at GameStop, they were doing a promotion for the game.
Yeah.
And my mom was calling GameStop for something, I don't know, like returns or whatever. And like they had to say on the phone, like you can pre-order the Fractured Butthole, and if you really weren't listening, all you heard was butthole, and you were like, "What the fuck? Just what?"
That's a joke. I gotta say my favorite game. I think would have to be. I don't know. It's one of the Zelda games. I can't think of one. I can't.
My favorite
Put a
Zelda game
specific-
is Link to the Past.
I've only
I
played like
I
the
gotta beat it.
20th
It's so
anniversary one that came free on the DS, on
Yeah.
the 3DS.
Oh, the Four Swords one.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That
know.
one was fucking fun, but
I
I've just
know.
never,
You
I've
can play with
never.
4 people.
I would
Yeah.
love to set up like an actual fucking like Four Swords for everybody, but it's really hard to
That would
set
be
up
cool.
because you need like the actual game. It looks really good, and
Yeah.
it's the same. It's like an actual story. Like it's the whole thing. It's not like levels and
Like
shit like
you
it is the other
split
one.
up into 4.
Me and Donnie,
Yeah,
fucking,
but it's hard to set up because you need. Even if I do it on an emulator, it'd still be hard to do.
Me and Donnie played Super Mario 64 online because they had like the co-op mod or whatever.
Yeah.
We played because you could play more than like 16 people in one world. That was really fun.
Didn't that get shut down?
I think so.
That sucks.
I mean,
Can we just talk about Club Penguin? I'm still mad
I've
that
never
that game
played
got shut
Club
down.
Rest in peace.
I have.
it's
Okay,
been over 2 years.
I never played it.
Really?
you know
Never
what
played
game
it.
I used to play heavily as a kid? Fucking Movie Star.
Oh, I
Player.
thought
Oh,
you were
yeah,
gonna say.
absolutely.
I thought you were gonna say Pop Tropica.
I have
dude.
played,
I mean,
also
yeah,
played
everyone
Pop
popped
Tropica.
out.
See, I'm the
Movie
only
Star
one who's
Planet.
heavily played Wizard 101.
I have,
Dude,
but okay,
I
I've
did.
played it so many times, but you hit that paywall.
I know.
That's
And then-
disappointing.
But I love Wizard 101. If it was a free game throughout, I would probably
I
still
do-
play it for
that's
jokes.
really
That
good.
game was
That
so
was-
fun.
It was so fucking fun, dude. I want to go back and play it again.
What's
But
your
now it's
favorite
all
game?
weird. They got pets and shit. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like people like farm that shit. Like, wow, it's crazy. It's
Dude,
like
I used to
actual
fucking-
mechanically.
I used to play Neopets religiously.
Oh my god.
Or dude, they used to have this website. It got shut down. I don't know when, but it was like in the past few years, and I was so fucking sad when I saw it. Because my sister would go on her computer, and we'd go on trolls.org or .com, and it was like you'd make your own character. It was so fucking cool, and they had these mini games. They had this Apple mini game. Huh? Donnie went to the bathroom, but
He taking a fat shit right
Yeah.
now.
Again?
Again.
probably, dude. My
Done
favorite,
your stomach, okay?
my favorite video game's probably Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
Dude, I played that on GameCube
Yeah.
like forever ago. That
I
was
never
my
played it.
favorite.
Fucking love
shit.
that game.
I
What's
never
I
your
played
couldn't play it again though because like my disc is all messed up.
I got it.
I love that
Alright,
game
so-
much.
You know what? Hold on. You know what game I played a lot of as a kid?
What?
Fucking Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. No one else has ever heard of it.
Never
It's
heard
one-
of it.
It's one of like my favorite games of all time because that's just so nostalgic. Dude, like the first one, I got it on Steam and I would play that shit. I haven't beaten it yet, but it was really fun. And the second one's like the same, but like I don't know. I fucking love it. It's so much.
What about
It's like you're just on fucking this Australian extinct animal. You're throwing boomerangs at lizards and shit and collecting like gems and stuff.
what
It's so
about
fun.
what about Crazy Taxi on the Dreamcast?
Nope.
I
You
never
had a
had a
Dreamcast?
Dreamcast.
I had a Dreamcast. Well,
What?
my grandma had one, and she was like, "If you want it, you could have it." And this was like a long time ago.
Wow.
I was like, "Yeah, I would want a Dreamcast." Like this was when PS2 was out. This is when PS2 was popular, and I was like,
I had a PS2.
I was like,
after the
dude,
fact.
this Dreamcast is great. And she ended up taking it back because, and I don't know where it's at. I probably still find it or talk to my grandpa. I probably still get it, but it still works. He also had an original PlayStation too, which was fun. We played Crash Bandicoot, and then they remastered it on PS4,
Yeah. I was thinking about
and
that
I
just now.
bought that shit so fast, and it's so fun. But my favorite games is not necessarily like my favorite game of all time, but the favorite game to play was Star Wars Battlefront 2
Yeah.
on
I
the
have it
PS2.
on Steam. It's so
On
good.
PS2. I used to stay up all night with my cousin playing Battlefront 2. That was the
No
first
shit.
that was one of the first games multiplayer on the PS2.
It was. Me and my cousin also stayed up like all night playing the
Dude.
campaign version.
Fucking
Yeah.
That was
Dude.
so good.
Me and my brother used to fucking play Halo Reach all the time, like throughout the
The
night.
game,
We do capture.
We can just talk about how PS2, like the graphics on that console,
Were advanced
were
at the time.
revolutionary.
at the time. Yeah.
Those were
Okay,
great.
so I got a PS2 like a year or two after the PS3 was released, like way after the fact for free.
PS2 is still the best
But
console of
I
all
had a
time.
I got
Yeah.
this fucking game. I mean, Tekken 5. Everyone knows what Tekken is.
Yeah.
I got Tekken 5. I put so many hours into that fucking game. I was I played that game so fucking much. Like when I stopped, I played for so like almost days at a time. When I got off of the game, like I thought I saw like character selection screens and shit like
Oh
in
my
real
god,
life.
that's
I
crazy.
remember one time when Dead Island first came out,
Oh,
my
hell
friend
yeah.
brought that shit over.
Dead
I
Island
played
is
it all
so
day.
fun.
My young dumbass mind could not sleep. I had nightmares. Like I would close my eyes
you
and fucking
serious?
see zombies.
Alright,
I was like,
so-
I'm not okay.
So the scariest moment I had was in a Call of Duty game. So the first Black Ops, you would beat it all, and it would start you in 5, the zombies
Yeah.
map. And I was little. This is Black Ops 1. This is I don't know what year it came out, but it's a few years ago. But it would start you immediately in the zombies map, and my dad was there, and I was so scared, and I was like, dude, you gotta play this, because I can't. I'm about to have like stroke.
Yeah. I remember one time when I was little, I was playing the Cars game on the GameCube.
Yeah.
And I was playing it, and we're about to, a race is about to start, and I'm like, I wonder what happens if I put my volume on the TV at max. That shit started, it was like, bam! Like really loud. Dude, I fucking dropped to the floor. That's probably why I can't hear nowadays.
So the classic games on the PS2, I had like the B-movie game,
Oh,
but
yeah,
there
big
was this
classic.
Nickelodeon game where you had to stop this gigantic crab, and you had to like find different Nickelodeon
Yes, I played
characters
that.
throughout the whole game. That game was so
What was
classic.
it called?
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
never
know
played
what
that.
it was called.
It's definitely called something, but
It's
fucking
definitely called
I
something.
would have
But
seen
dude, there's so many classic games that I wish I could play again. But one, I can't find the PS2, and two, I mean, you can get it
Emulate it.
I'll
emulated,
fucking give you my
When I was
I
a kid,
really-
the
If I can
game,
find it.
but I have to find the
the
games.
game I used to
Yeah.
play so much that I can't play now, and it made me so sad. Was it was Star Fox Adventures. That was
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite game ever. I would play it so much, and like the boss battle, I'd have to get my older brother to beat it because I
Yeah.
wasn't able to beat it.
I had
Yeah.
to deal
It was
with
so
Super Mario
sad.
Sunshine. Okay, so I must have been like 5 or 6,
Uh-huh.
like retarded, you know. And like they had this boss. They had this. I call it a boss. It's fucking ridiculous in Super Mario Sunshine, where it's like a little fucking paint piranha, or you have to spray water in its
Yeah.
mouth when it opens its mouth
Yeah.
3 times. And there was this one when you were unlocking the level that had it 6 times, and I'm like. That's fucking.
Oh my God.
I couldn't bring myself to do it. I had to get my older brother to do it. He's
Yeah.
like a year older than me. So
Yeah,
I
I
keep
know.
doing
Oh,
better.
it was called Nicktoons Battle for Volcano
Yeah.
Island. That was what it was called.
Dude, I remember fucking one of the games that I've played like the most recently, like played in such long sessions, would have to be fucking Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
I bought it like 2 years after it came out, and I bought it on a whim, like pre-owned, because I wasn't expecting myself to like it. I played that shit for like 9 days, like fucking the time I woke up to the time I went to bed. Like fucking, I wake up at like 9 in the morning, and fucking wouldn't go to sleep till like 1 in the morning.
Remember
Yeah.
that screen?
No,
That's
I played
so
it at I
nostalgic
played it at
for me.
I played it at a friend's, but
What game do you
but
think
yeah,
you have the
fucking,
most
it took
hours
me
in?
it took me 9 days to beat, and fucking, I had by the time I beat the story, I had 60 hours in it.
My most hours isn't Counter Strike,
Mine's-
CS:GO.
Mine's just Gary's
Like
mode.
over 200 hours in that
Mine is
game.
I have
Skyrim.
600. I think I have 600. Well, no, I guess I probably there's no hour counter on Minecraft.
Well, yeah, not like in Steam, just in general. Like
Yeah,
Oh,
I
well,
probably have
I
the
think
I probably have the most hours in Minecraft, to be
I
honest.
think mine would be Stick of Truth, but I haven't really checked
Minecraft
to
or
see.
Skyrim for me.
Yeah, because I
Mine-
played Minecraft back when like the 1.7.3 beta, so like way back in the day on PC, by the way.
Mine's
Before it came out on
definitely-
Xbox.
Mine's definitely Gary's mod. I have like 1,100 hours or plus.
What's your Danye? What
Yeah,
you
we're talking about video games. Get in here.
Mario
Oh,
64.
I'm back, by the way.
Yeah, he just took a fat shit.
Yes.
Yes.
What was the question?
What game do you have the most hours in?
I actually don't. I want to say Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
Minecraft's
that's
just the overall game
classic.
that's
See, Mine-
lasted throughout pretty much our entire lives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we've witnessed it fucking go to the top of the charts and then kind of
I
fall
remember
back
the
down,
first
and now
time
it's like
I heard
getting.
about-
a
I
little bit
think you were the first one to tell me about Minecraft.
Yes,
For-
because
They just released a new update for it.
No one else played it in middle school. I'm like the only one of my friends with a PC. I'm like, guys, I was playing this game called Minecraft, dude. It's so fun. There's creepers, and everyone's like, what the fuck is Minecraft? I'm like,
Dude,
and then
you're
everyone,
retarded.
and
We
then
play
no one,
Xbox.
I only had it on PC, and then everyone got on Xbox. I didn't play with anybody because I
Yeah.
didn't have an Xbox.
Yeah.
I didn't have Xbox.
I
Live.
never got. Well,
I was like, well, fuck, man. I've been talking about this game for 3 years, and now everyone's playing. Now I can't play.
the only time I got to play with other people, like except for recently when I got like a shitty PC, was on Xbox with my fucking my brothers, and sometimes Tyler would come over and play. Dude, every fucking day we played hours of Minecraft. It was ridiculous how
Yeah.
far we got into the world. Like we had the entire. That's when worlds weren't infinite. we had the entire underworld mined out.
Really?
And we were like mining it
Wow.
down. It was incredible how many hours we got into that. We had
Damn.
we built our own fucking city just in survival mode. It was incredible.
I remember one time when Minecraft first came on the Xbox, I did actually get it, but I was playing with my older brother, playing split screen. I'm fucking like walking like along a beach. I was like half health for some reason. And all of a sudden, I'm walking on the beach, and my dude just starts suffocating, and I died. And I was like, "Oh my god, it's Herobrine!"
Oh
I
my
was so
God.
I got a fucking hero.
Dude, it
Brian
was so
story.
funny.
I got-
Fucking
no.
okay, so-
Doesn't everybody have a Herobrine
Right
story?
back-
It's not real though. It's
I
great.
do- I
Exactly.
do not have
Right
a
back
story.
to the story with Tyler when we played forever. We had this underground housing system, and it was me, my brothers, and Tyler. And me and my brother, my older brother, we were in my room one day and we were like, "You want to fucking fuck with Tyler real quick?" So we hopped on Minecraft and we were all in my living room because we played split screen on Xbox, and we were like. I guess he was just really bad at games in general because he would never like look at other people's screens.
Yeah, exactly. He could screen
Exactly.
cheat.
He never did. And or like when he'd go to the bathroom or something, we'd like put signs in his room or put lava in his house, and we're like, "Dude, it's fucking Herobrine, dog." And he's like, "What is Herobrine? What are you talking about?" We told him who Herobrine was, and he was terrified. And I haven't cried laughing in years because of this. It was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me.
Oh.
He got home and cried to his mom. Because Herobrine was fucking with his base. I cried laughing. So, and I don't think we ever told him.
Are you serious?
I don't think
Dude,
we
did you
ever
do that?
told-
Did you do like the summoning platform?
No.
Dude, that would have been funny with the fucking gold and
He
netherite.
cried tears to
Dude,
his
that's
mother
so funny.
because of a video game we fucked with him, and that is my biggest
That is
accomplishment
amazing.
in my
I
entire
remember
life.
back in the day, dude, we would write on our calendar when the next update would come out. We were so fucking nerdy about that shit.
I was never nerdy about anything. I was too big into video games.
Yeah, I never really got into Minecraft too much. I played Fallout New Vegas though so
oh
much.
man, I wish I got into Fallout more.
I played Fallout New Vegas so
Fallout
much.
4 is a
And
masterpiece.
Skyrim. That was all.
I played Skyrim
I played
so
Skyrim
fucking
so
much.
fucking
My sister got mad at me because it was her game.
Uh-huh.
That's when she lived with me. That was like 6th grade and before. I must have been in 5th or 6th
I
grade.
never really played Skyrim.
It's great.
I've always
Me
wanted
too.
to because it would probably fit
You
my
would love
style
it.
of
You would
game.
love it.
That's what I feel
But-
about Fallout.
I rented it from GameFly. That's when GameFly was big.
Oh
When
my
Blake
God.
Griffin was doing the ads on
Yeah.
TV. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
But
Gamefly.
I
GameFly.
rented it and I played it and I did not get past where you escape and you have to fight the dragon.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't go anywhere. I tried to kill the dragon and it didn't work. I died.
I remember
several times, and I was like, "All right, I'm done with this game."
I remember when you had to get to a high.
Donnie's gotta go.
Oh shit.
We're over an hour anyway. We did.
All right, so Danya's gotta go. We're gonna finish up the story.
Yeah.
I remember, like, I didn't know how to get the high Hrothgar, so like I would just, because I was a dumbass kid, I wouldn't follow
That's
like
my
roads
shoe.
or signs or
Oh,
anything.
yours?
I wasn't
No.
smart, so I would literally walk from point A to point B, or try to at least. So fucking, I remember I spent like days just trying to physically jump up the side of the mountain.
Oh my god.
I could never get it. And I was like,
Dude,
man.
I didn't know there was a fucking staircase until like
I
a
know,
year
I
ago.
didn't. I never found the town
Until, like, last
because I would go
fucking
straight to
year.
Whiterun to that side of the mountain. But
Yeah,
it was on
exactly.
the other side.
It was on
Dude,
the
I
other
remember I tried using clairvoyance to find out how to get there. It took me. It took me to some fucking cave with the fucking Palmer and shit. I was like, what the hell is
Clairvoyance
this?
is fucking retarded.
It doesn't
It's
work.
such a bad spell. There's no
It's
reason to get it.
garbage.
But
All right, we're gonna call it quits for today. We're gonna upload. I don't know. We have
Sometime.
time, but
This
that's it for the Squadcast
pretty shitty one,
podcast. And goodbye.
Love you.
See y'all.